Good morning, Gates County High School. Good morning, Gates County High School. Good morning. The boys you see on the screen are my boys, my only children. June 8th, 2013. Deonta's graduation. Throughout this life, you're going to go through many things. You have ups, downs, happy moments, sad moments. Those moments that mean the most to your parents. We come today to talk to you because we don't want you to go through what I have to go through on a daily basis. If you have not been through those things, rewards and consequences, stay around a little while longer. I promise you, you will experience those things. It was Deonta's graduation. They had moved graduation from Friday night to Saturday morning because of the weather, just like what we've been having this week. We got up that morning preparing for graduation. I went down to the room that Anthony was staying in when he came home. And I talked to him. I told him how much I loved him. I told him how proud I was of him and his accomplishments. Anthony played football at Berkeley, went on to Avery University, and was living in Greensboro, taking care of his daughter. She was 3 years old. I told him, I'm proud of you. He said to me that day, Mommy, I know I haven't done everything that you want me to do. I haven't dotted every I, crossed every T, but thank you for being the mom that you've been to me. Thank you for the support that you've given to me. He said to me, Mommy, I love you. I left the room and I headed back towards the master bedroom where Deonta was in the retreat. The dress code for graduation was the white shirt, the black pants, and a tie. When I passed by the office, Deonta's cap and gown was hanging there. And I said to him when I got to the retreat, your cap and gown is in the room, in the office. Don't forget to get it on your way out. I talked to Deonta also. Let me tell you a little bit about Deonta. Deonta was born with a heart condition. First week of life, he had his first heart surgery. 6 months later, he had another heart surgery. But Deonta stood taller than me. He ran track. He played football. He was a part of the MSEN program at Elizabeth City State University, where he won many medals doing competition. Deonta knew several of you from this county. Deonta was scheduled to leave in 2 weeks to go to Elizabeth City State University, where he was going to be a part of the honors program there. He had also taken the test and had been accepted to be in the Air Force. Deonta's desires and dreams was to fly Air Force One for the president. I think about those things. So many memories of my children that I could stand here and talk to you about today. I stood there in that room and I talked to Deonta, and I told him how much I loved him, how proud I was of him, and all the things that he had done. He said to me, "Mama, thank you for being the mom that you have been to me." He said, "Thank you for making me take all those classes so that my senior year was a lot easier. The only thing that he had to take his senior year was English." So he used those other times courses to broaden his horizon, to learn more about life and the things that could help him. He said, "Mama, I know I haven't done everything you wanted me to do, but thank you for pushing me. Thank you for all the things that you taught me." And he said to me, "I love you." I said something to Deonta the first day of his senior year when he was ready to leave. I said, "When you graduate, you're my baby. I'm going to go out there on that floor, and when you come across that stage, and I'm going to fall down and say, 'My baby, my baby, my baby.'" He said, "Mama, don't do that." I said, "Only if you give me a kiss. It will keep me from going out there." So I reminded Deonta of what I was going to do when he came across that stage. He said, "Mama, don't do that. I need my kiss." They were boys that when they kissed you, they would get both at the same time. One on one side, one on the other. Anthony walked in and he saw what was going on. He said, "I want to join in on the mommy hug and kiss too." And so they splattered me on both sides. Not knowing that moment would be my last moment, receiving a kiss from my children. Not knowing that that was the last moment that I would say to my children, "I love you." And to hear them say back that they love me. My husband and I, we left. We're the first family to get to the gym. We were one of those families that when graduation came about, we found extra tickets so that we could load up in the gym and support the family member. First one in the gym could choose where I wanted to sit. I remember on that day when Mr. Calvin Moore, the principal, walked across the gymnasium floor, headed towards me. At that time, I was working at Department of Social Services with the Child Protective Service Unit. But prior teaching experience at Burt T, he came to me. He said, "I need to see you. Come go with me." He said, "Is that your mama sitting beside you?" I said, "Yes, sir, it is." He said, "Bring her too." And I'm thinking, now what does he want with my mother? She can't sing. He said, "Let's go this way." We walked across the gymnasium floor out the outside. When we opened the first set of doors, there was policemen everywhere. I said to myself, well, what's going on? thinking, oh, there's something going on out there. They just want to let me know what's happening. Where are my children though? It had been raining, and so my husband had gone on the outside looking for Anthony because it was raining so hard that people were sitting in their cars for minutes at a time, just waiting to get into the graduation ceremony. I had texted Deonta because I knew he was not driving. I knew it was Anthony's responsibility to get Deonta to graduation. But Deonta didn't respond. When we walked out the next set of doors, there was clergy, administration, superintendent, law enforcement, again everywhere. They said to me, there has been an accident. Okay, where are my children? I remember them escorting us over to the next building, and by this time they had gotten the rest of the family out of the gym and brought them to the next room. Sheriff Holly began to tell us that there had been an accident. Okay. Where are they at? So that I can go. Nobody knew about my children like I knew my children. He said, you can't go to the scene. Okay, what hospital are they taking them to? So that I can be there when they get there. Because nobody knows Deonta's heart condition, nobody knows his allergies like Mama do. I need to be there when my children get there. And he looked at me. And he said that Deonta had been killed. He said the other person in the car had been killed also. What do you mean, the other person? There was only two. And both of those were my children. And I said, why me, Lord? I try to do everything that I can to help anyone that I can. I try to live right. I try to treat people right. Why my children? Not knowing at that time, and just learning through these experiences, a predetermined destiny by my God. To be here today, to talk to you all about their lives. Never thought about it in that way. I say to you young people, when you are out there driving, put the phones down. No, they were not texting. They were not drinking. There were no other distractions going on in the car. It was raining. Deonta was on the passenger side. Anthony was on the driver's side. They were going around a curve. Anthony hit the shoulder of the road and he snatched it back. They went across into a turn on the road. Jumped the ditch, backwards across, through the field, and into the trees. To your far left, the back of the car hit the tree, killed him instantly. The car then began to bounce into the next tree, spin around the tree. As the car was driving around the tree, Deonta and Anthony's seat buckles back. They slide. Anthony is pinned in. Deonta slides out the back of the seat. Seat belt still intact. Out the back window. And where you see the gentleman standing in the back is where Deonta is lying. That was Saturday morning. It was Tuesday before I saw my children again. I often said to my kids, take your time. Don't snatch the wheel back, because you can lose control. Slow down when it's raining. Young people, I say to you, it's raining out there today. Slow down. Put the phone down. Don't let the distractions of your friends in the cars, young ladies, cause you to never make it home. Don't let it be that your parents have to remember you by a headstone. Don't let them have to look at the pictures, the videos, as I do. Sometimes you may feel like your parents don't know everything. Remember, they've been your age before, but you have not been their age. They just want you to make it to be a parent like they are. Young man, I say to you, if you're sitting there with your head down, don't let it be you today that never make it home. We're here for a reason. We want you to make it across that stage. That is something that your parents worked so hard for, just that moment. 13 years of your life to see you walk across the stage. I can stand here and I can tell you many memories of my children. I can tell you about other things. Church member Derek Harrell, who attended here, that was killed on the way to work. Many memories of their lives. If it's going to save one of you, I will tell you over and over again. If you have not told your parents today that you love them, when you get home, tell them that you love them. If something is not right with you and your family, get it right, because you may never make it home again. Parents, I say to you, if you have not told your children how much you love them, regardless of the mistakes that they have made, let them know how proud you are of what they have accomplished. Because it may be just that one time that you never get a chance to say to them again, I love you. I'm thankful for God giving me the opportunity to be able to say to my kids how proud I was of them, how much I loved them, how much I supported them. And regardless of what is going on at this point, I know He had a destiny for their lives, to reach out to one of you, to let you know He has a destiny for you also. Regardless what it is, your God has a destiny planned for you. Take the time. Take your time when you're driving and be here for that destiny in your life. Thank you.
All right, now keep it going. We're going to let our panel speakers come out there and join y'all, so y'all give them one more big round of applause.